Welcome to the start of this third session, third class, and real world data science. Today, we are going to learn about text. As usual, there is some material that you can look at it. About me, if you want to learn, optionally, you can look at this video. What I strongly recommend, however, those who are joining for the first time, this course structure video and this environment setup video will really help you go through them. And then this document helps you how to use the LMS session. Okay. And this is, as I mentioned, session 3. Now, third and fourth, first and second we did image, third and fourth is building applications on text. We will learn a machine learning application that helps you solve a very interesting problem using text. As I always mention, odd sessions are always very good classes to start. Okay, so you're welcome. And however, it might help you if you in your free time see the past 2 videos also, though it is not absolutely mandatory for you. You can continue from here, go all the way to the end, and then do the first and second sessions. So that's good. However, a basic understanding of a neural network will be needed, which I will add as a video in future. But for the time being, you can look at the first class to learn that. Okay, but that is all I have for the introduction. So again, like last time in images, let us take a very ambitious target. You know what? I was actually looking at what target I can take for these 2 classes, today and the next week. I first said I will take a bunch of news articles and I will try to classify them. So I took some newspaper articles, and you know, this article is talking about hockey, this article is talking about religion. It means I give the words as an input to a neural net. It tells me whether it's a hockey related article, religion related article, or Uttarakhand, or whatever, some politics related article, etc. But without any effort, I got a 96% accuracy. So honestly, I got bored. What is there? So we said, hey, let's take a tougher problem. Okay. So we have taken a problem published by Quora in a competition site. And the problem is looking at a question, figure out whether it is a genuine or a fake question. Now, so when you see something like this, second question, why do all the people who claim Florida has great weather go silent every time there is a new hurricane? Or why are some people so violent towards people with different political beliefs? Should supporting Trump be a sentence to be imprisoned? Or is there a term for someone who wants to mentally suffer? Or why are French restaurants so much more expensive? Now, as a human, if you analyze these questions, you might feel, hey, you know what? These 2 questions are genuine. Okay, they really want to understand who wants to mentally suffer, or why are certain restaurants more expensive. Whereas here, it is looking like they're asking these questions to instigate someone, to make someone upset. It's not true at all that people who claim Florida has great weather always go silent. Some people will say, what, you know, yes, there are hurricanes. This is a absolute generalization. Similarly, this is completely to instigate. And so there are some questions that are genuine and there are some questions that are fake. And you see, as a human itself, this is very difficult to figure out. So the idea here is a website like Quora gets millions of questions every day. If you're not familiar with Quora, go and check it. Millions of questions every day. And now we need to figure out, hey, what are good questions? What are fake questions? This is for Quora authorities. And they will only allow what is good, and they will block questions that they believe are fake. So this is an extremely difficult problem, even for a human to answer. That's the whole point here. Even for a human to answer, that's a very tough problem to have. So in the next couple of weeks, we will have to solve this particular problem.